people, parents especially, look at the safety ratings.
Yeah, you know, some of those ratings are based on information that is gathered right here. Our Angelica Duria takes you to the special lab full of crash test dummies and smarties.
Joel, is the track clear?
10-4.
That's a go. I'm firing the vehicle.
All right, here it comes.
It's as quick as the blink of an eye. A car crushing upon impact. The injuries that follow could be just as bad.
We've seen some spine injuries that we think are actually on the rise.
But exactly how do some of these injuries occur? There are safety restraints like seatbelts and airbags. Are they doing their jobs? Those are the questions researchers at the Medical College of Wisconsin are trying to answer.
We can only study a crash in the real world after it occurs. This allows you to study it during.
So let's rewind and see what happens during impact at a speed much slower than real time.
Let's do pictures around here at the barrier.
Inside this lab at the VA Medical Center in Milwaukee, a team of researchers from the neurosurgery department at the medical college assume a new role in auto mechanics.
We want to go at about 57.
They simulate a crash test.
Is the track clear?
10-4, go.
All right, I'm firing the skate.
This one mimicking what would happen on a city street at average speed, 35 miles per hour. A collision head-on. And you can see in slow motion the movement during impact.
Crash test occurs in 1/10 of a second. And in there we are able to slow down, see the motion that the dummy is doing, see everything that it hits.
They use 11 high-tech cameras that shoot 1,000 frames per second. You can clearly see parts crushing, the dummies moving, airbags deploying, and all from different angles. The windshield, driver's side, passenger side, even underneath.
To basically see the crush characteristics of different parts of the car.
Mark Meyer is a research engineer for this lab. Using sensors on dummies, he measures force of impact on certain parts of the body
How far the chest gets pushed in.
and sees frame by frame how some injuries occur.
Seeing how they react with seatbelts, seeing how they react on the airbags, how they move after they hit the airbags, and how they would hit any other possible structure in the car other than a safety restraint.
Exploring some of the theories that we have of why people are getting injured in the restraint systems that are currently out there.
It's information they can only gather using this advanced technology. Visuals they can't capture using just the naked eye.
The cameras are going at 1,000 samples per second, and you have more information in that very short period of time. The bag still held him up, looks like.
Professor of Biomedical Engineering Frank Pintar oversees the research. It's then sent off to the DOT's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to help determine a car's overall safety rating. The results are in turn used to help provide improvements to either the vehicle's design or its safety restraints.
It looks like the bag folded around him going in.
Pintar says with the 1999 Chevy Blazer they used in this crash test, the airbags properly worked.
One of the questions that we've had is whether at the higher speeds, will that airbag still be enough to decrease the probability of injury for that occupant on that side? And it seems to have done a good job of that.
Consider it a checks and balances system, a way to find problems and provide solutions to make cars safer by analyzing just a fraction of a second. In Milwaukee, Angelica Duria, Fox 6 News.
The Medical College of Wisconsin conducts about 15 to 20 crash tests every year. It costs about $20,000 for each test, minus the car.
Where did they get the car? Well, they get the car from the federal government, and also the automakers themselves donate it. By the way, all that testing is actually funded by a grant from the U.S.